Today's Thursday, August 7th. Robbie just had a seizure. It's probably the longest one that he's ever had. It lasted over 4 minutes. He was in the van at his day program. They were in the parking lot. They weren't moving. Usually they only last under a minute. He's never had one that's lasted 4 minutes before. So he had to get taken to the hospital. They had to call 911. I'm on my way there. This time we're going to Morristown Memorial Hospital. You're getting the tour of all the local hospitals here. It just depends on where they are. And that was the closest one. I had a bad feeling that something bad was going to happen today. I can't describe it. It's just one of those days where I literally felt that a police or ambulance might show up at my house today and I should make sure the house was clean. It was just one of those weird feelings. Just make sure that I was running around cleaning up the house, and as soon as I was done and ready to go off to an appointment, the phone rang and said Robbie had a seizure and he's on the way to the hospital. So I have a new iPhone now, and I have a new tablet. I made sure I grabbed my charger because I learned that from our last visit. Make sure I have my charger. I have a diaper. I have DVDs. I have all my supplies ready to go sit in the hospital for the next 4 hours. Hopefully Robbie's not crying. Hopefully he's not throwing up. Hopefully he's okay. And I'll find out when I get there.
You hold my every moment. You calm my raging seas. You walk with me through fire and heal all my disease. I trust in you. I trust in you. I believe you're my healer. I believe you are all I need. I believe, and I believe you're my portion. I believe you're more than enough for me. Jesus, you're all I need. You hold my every moment. You calm my raging seas. You walk with me through fire and heal all my disease. I trust in you, Lord. I trust in you. I believe you're my healer. I believe you are all I need.
It's 5 o'clock. I've been here 5 hours. And Robbie's pretty much just sleeping, nothing going on. They took blood. They're just checking the level of his meds, make sure he's not dehydrated. They're keeping him here to make sure he doesn't have another seizure. They do not want to keep him here overnight because they know that that just upsets him more, and you don't want to upset him because that brings on seizure. He just wants to go home and sleep. He hasn't really eaten all day, and he's just staying rolled up under his blanket and sleeping it off. So I'm getting hungry. I'm hoping that they will come back in here and release him, but nobody's been in here really in the past 2 hours, so this is is all we do. We just sit here and wait. You tired? Yeah, all right, go sit. So what we were waiting for is for Robbie's blood work to get done, and they just want to make sure he wasn't dehydrated. The doctor just came in. They have been trying to reach his neurologist, can't reach them, so they're probably going to just let him go. And then when the doctor calls after I leave, they'll just call me back. So I guess all his blood work came back okay. They're waiting to hear from the neurologist. They can't get in touch with her, so they're just going to let him go home. And they're going to bring a wheelchair, and I said, how long is it going to take to bring the wheelchair? Because I'm not going to get him dressed, because he'll think he's leaving immediately. So they said it could take 10 minutes, so I'm waiting 10 minutes to get him dressed, because I don't want him to think he's leaving, and then he has to wait more. So we're just watching our Disney videos, waiting for a wheelchair, and then he's going to go home. Then, of course, we'll follow up with the neurologist in 2 days. Okay, so it's 6:30. I've been here 7 hours. Wheeled Robbie out to the van to go back home to his group home. I went and got my car and just came back to check on him. I was gone 2 minutes, and when I came back, he had blood all over him, and she was trying to take care of him. And what did he do? They left the IV thing in his arm, and he ripped it out. Gross. When we stayed overnight in the hospital, he ripped his IV out of his arm. You know, that's why we don't stay in the hospital, because he rips the leads off, he rips IVs out. You know, he'll tolerate it for a couple hours, and then when he's done, he's done. So we knew he was done tonight because he got up, stood up. I said, come on, Rob, let's go to the bathroom, you know, and then he went back to bed, but you could tell he was wide awake. I put his movies on my little iPad thing. I gave him a YouTube video, kept him busy, and we're all done. Time to go home. Call it a night.